Welcome to today's broadcast. Shout out to our sponsors. And now for our broadcast. Good evening, hockey fans, and welcome to the Waupun Community Center as we get ready here for a non-conference contest here between the Waupun Warriors and the Sauk Prairie Eagles. For some reason, we've got a duplicate stream of where people can hear what we were saying, so my apologies for that coming across, that we were having our own little private conversation that wasn't private. So I'll have to see why that absolutely happened because I was not live. So it is what it is. Welcome here on the pregame show. We're going to step aside here. We're going to hear from some of our sponsors, and then we'll come back. You're listening to Jeff Sauer along with Cam Hatcher here on the camera here on Jeff's live stream.
That includes fish cleaning. The cost is $400 per trip Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays, and only $340 on weekdays for up to 6 people. I personally guarantee you will catch fish. The season runs June through Labor Day. Contact me at anglingonlyfishing@gmail.com to book today and check out my Facebook page, Captain Jeremy Brenner, Sheboygan Salmon.
Katie's Log Cabin is a great place to stop for lunch or dinner. Grab one of the daily specials or check out the full menu. Katie's Log Cabin specials include Tuesday is pizza, Wednesday is wings, Thursday is a rotating special, Friday and Saturday is fish fry. Saturday is also prime rib, and Sunday is a broasted chicken dinner. Not in the mood for a special? Katie's has you covered with full menu options, appetizers, salads, wraps, pizzas, and sandwiches. Katie's Log Cabin Restaurant in Oakfield. Life is better at the cabin. Sam's Well Drilling is a family-owned business with over 75 years in the water well drilling industry. We can help you with all of your well drilling needs. Our crews are experienced at finding the proper location, setting up the rigs and equipment in all types of circumstances, and drilling to the appropriate depth so that you have fresh, clean water. Sam's also drills wells for commercial and municipal projects. No project is too large or small for Sam's Well Drilling. We at Sam's are thankful to be involved in supplying the well water needs of people all over Wisconsin. Sam's Well Drilling, well worth it.
King Manufacturing. Since 1926, we have been known for our first-class buildings and canopies. Did you know we do all kinds of metalwork? We offer a variety of decor available for purchase from other businesses. Designs range from holiday decor to sports to hobbies. Finished items can be wall hangings, outdoor garden decor, coffee tables, and so much more. If you are looking for address plaques, property signage, or awards plaques, King can make them. These are highly customized and durable products with your own street number, name, or event. A variety of fonts are available, and we can add our automotive-grade paint in a custom color, suitable for indoor or outdoor uses. Pricing varies. Call Joe Barnes at King Manufacturing. From design to completion.
Whether you enjoy the sunshine of summer with boating, jet skiing, UTV riding, mowing lawn, gardening, or camping, enjoy the leaves falling in autumn, getting to that perfect nature walk or hunting, or enjoying the Wisconsin snowfall hiking, four-wheeling, snowmobiling, traveling across the state, or just driving up and down your driveway, call PT Tire and Service for all your automotive and recreational needs. Call 920-346-TIRE.
Tell everybody that's on.
Welcome back here to the pregame show here. Let's take a look at the information here about the Sauk Prairie Eagles here as our thanks for picking up this echo that was right there. Yeah, we know. We got it, Caleb. So thank you very much. Let's talk about Sauk Prairie right now. Coming under head coach Dave Ruley. I had a chance to go up and talk with him up there, so I was spending a little bit of time. So we might be a little bit behind schedule here as far as our pregame broadcast here. But it was a great conversation I had up there. One of his assistant coaches, I forgot to pick up his name, but he was telling me that he used to do this announcing. He was wondering if we were going to do play-by-play, and I said, I would not waste my time coming here if I wasn't doing play-by-play. Let's take a look at the Eagles, though, under head coach Dave Ruley. Currently, they are 5-9. You can see their record. They play in a very deep conference in the Badger Conference, and it's a really tough conference to play in here. You can see their record right now in conference. Currently is 3-4, so that's pretty good. Trailing behind Beaver Dam. Madison Edgewood is always a super tough program, and you've got McFarland leading the way with Wanakee, Monona Grove towards the top. So you got a really tough conference that you're playing in, and their non-conference schedule has also included a couple of tough teams in Onalaska and Muskego. So they've had their challenges this year, and a lot of coaches don't mind having those challenges. It helps make their team better. Let's take a look at the individual stats for the team as well as some of the team stats here. So 5-9, they've played 14 games. They're averaging 3.36 goals per game, and they're giving up 3.57. So it's not that far apart, but that's all it takes is a goal or two difference, and you end up losing a couple of contests. Their power play percentage is sitting at 15.5. We'll talk about that further down here, and their penalty kill is at 72.5%. Leading scorer for the team is number 5, Brock Hill. He's got 7 goals the leading scorer is Gunnar Knockreiner. My apologies. He's got 8 goals on the season. Brock Hill, number 5, has 7. And there's 2 gentlemen tied in Landon Freese and Ryan Rickard. And unfortunately, I think I heard that Rickard is injured, which I hope is not the case. Oh, it is not. Okay. Rickard with 6 goals. On the assist side, the leading assist maker is number 5, Brock Hill. Second on the team is number 7, Landon Freese. And then 2 tied, Gunnar Knockreiner and Quinn Payne are each tied with 6. Total point leader then is number 5, Brock Hill, and tied for second is Landon Freese and Gunnar Knockreiner. In net tonight is going to be Corbin Dumka. For some reason, I think that's wrong. It's Domka. I have the pronunciation. I should have looked at that closer. Currently, his record is 5-8. He's faced 363 shots, saved 317. That means he's given up 46 goals. Goals against average of 3.52. Save percentage of 87%, and he does have 2 shutouts. Let's take a look at the team statistics here for Sauk Prairie. In the first period, it's been pretty even with themselves and the opponent. They've scored 11, they've given up 10. You can see, that they start to fall off. In the second period, they've only scored 15, and they've given up 17. In the third period, they've scored more goals, 20, but they've also given up more in giving up 23. They have 1 overtime win, so total they've scored 47 goals, and they have given up 50. Talked about the information about the power play. They have had 58 power plays, and they've scored 9 times. That's only 15.5%. You hear us on all of our conversations when we have these broadcasts. We talk about your power play percentage, your special teams, and your penalty kill percentage. They want to come at about 100% if you're doing average. If you are doing much better and you're solid where you want to be, you need to be around 110% to 120%. Well, that means on your power play percentage, you're looking at being 25%. When you're 10% down, you are in trouble with scoring on your power plays. What is good, though, that they've only been at 51 penalties, so they've had less penalties than power play opportunities. They're killing at 72.5%, which is about where you want to be. You want to be about 25-75, so they're a little bit low. If you're one of those elite programs, you're sitting around 85, and your power play percentage is executing at 35%. So both of these teams have a little bit of work to do on the special teams side. We're going to step aside. We're going to hear from our sponsors, and then we'll come back and we'll take a look at, we'll actually hear from the head coach, Nick Tank, And then we'll take a look at some of the Waupun statistics. You're listening to Jeff Sauer and Cam Hatcher here. Cameron Hatcher here on Jeff's live stream. We'll be back.
From a single retail project, WDS Construction has evolved into a nationwide general contractor and construction management company. But we're so much more than that. Retail is changing, and it's changing fast. No matter where you are, what you do, or how you sell products to your customers, we are with you every step of the way to lay the groundwork for whatever lies ahead. Building trust through results, and our commitment to provide a customer-driven experience without question. With 4 generations at the foundation of WDS, we've built a reliable client base and a passionate team to bring big-time experience, commitment, and satisfaction to your next project. Because we are built to build better.
Generations Lanes of El Dorado. Join one of our adult or kids leagues or bowl in our monthly Friday night tournament. Or get a group together for a family or corporate bowling function. We are more than just bowling. A great spot to bring your family for a meal. Awesome homemade pizzas and soups, as well as appetizers, wraps, and sandwiches. Daily food specials. Fish Fry Friday. Open daily at 11 with the kitchen open late. Ask about us catering your next function. We are home to Laconia Bowling and proud supporter of the Laconia Spartans and all student athletes.
For 50 years and counting, Verhaeg's Furniture has been proudly serving Waupun the best furniture and mattresses at prices you can afford. And we're honored to be voted Best of the Best Mattress Store and runner-up for Best Furniture Store in the Fond du Lac area. Whether you're looking to update your living room, find the perfect mattresses, or treat yourself in one of our relaxing massage chairs, we've got it all to take care of you. Visit us at 806 West Main Street, Waupun, and experience quality, comfort, and service you can trust. Visit our website at www.verhaegsfurniture.com. Don't forget to like us and follow us on Facebook and Instagram to stay updated on our latest arrivals, events, and deals. Verhaeg's Furniture Mart, 50 years strong, quality you trust, prices you'll love.
Looking for something special in your child's education? The choices you make for your child today will impact their future forever. At CWC, we provide a Christ-centered education that shapes students academically, spiritually, and personally. From our exceptional elementary and middle schools to the academic rigor of life-enriching programs of our high school, CWC offers a place for students to grow and thrive. Our approach integrates faith into every subject, helping your child see the world through God's eyes. To learn more or schedule a visit, go to wearecwc.org.
Welcome to Hooksha's Marketing Greenhouse. Here at Hooksha's Marketing Greenhouse, we are proud to provide South Central Wisconsin with the most beautiful flowers and freshest fruits and vegetables. In the fall, we have many varieties of squash and pumpkins, to just name a few. We are also proud to offer one-of-a-kind gifts like hanging baskets, iron hangers, decorative planters, and concrete statuary. Don't forget to check us out on Facebook for more info and pictures. So come on out to Hooksha's Marketing Greenhouse, located on Highway A between Fox Lake and Randolph, and you'll be glad you did.
Welcome back here to the pregame show. Joining me now is the head coach for the Waupun Warriors, Nick Tank. Coach, welcome to the show.
Yeah, thanks for having me again, Jeff.
Well, let's talk a little bit about, and you and I were just talking off air, not only about your crazy schedule that's coming up, but let's just give a quick review about how things went on Tuesday.
Yeah, so I mean, I was really happy with how we started the game, and that had been kind of a weak point for us of lately. We've been starting slow, but we came out pretty good. I was happy with how we started the contest, and we ended up getting one pretty quick and played really good for like the first 8 minutes of the period, and then the numbers, and they're just a strong, skilled team, so it was gonna be a tough battle. And I think all but, our second period wasn't great, but I was pretty happy with the effort in the third period. The kids could have gave up and let it get too far out of hand, but I thought they did a good job of battling to the end, so I was proud of that.
Yeah, I would have to say, and I know we didn't get interviews because of the loss, but I would have to say I was very impressed with even the 5-on-5 skating. I thought was very even, but for the most part, some of the saves that I saw from Blake Coker were phenomenal reads that he was able to make. I mean, I think there could have been probably at least another 5 or 6 goals that could have been put in if he had made those reads.
Yeah, yep, yeah, and he was playing. It's a tough game going in against a team like that, and those kids, they're not just coming over the blue line and ripping pucks. They're taking high quality, grade A scoring chances all the time, and that's the only time they're putting pucks on net. And so, yeah, Blake played really well for us.
Let's talk a little bit about what's upcoming here tonight here with bringing in the Sauk Prairie Eagles here, another team out of the Badger Conference so that you can try and get some comparables. So tell me a little bit about what you know about Sauk Prairie.
Yeah, just kind of doing some pre-scouting type of stuff. It's a little bit difficult to get a read on them. They got some games where it seems like maybe they didn't come to play, and then they have some other contests where it's like, well, looks like they're really competing. So it's going to be a battle, I think. We're going to have to be ready to play, and we talk about that all the time. In high school varsity hockey, you got to come to play. There's not too many games where you can take your foot off the gas with it. So that's the message. That's the message every game, and we're going to go in there and try and do all those little things right.
Yeah, the Badger Conference is a huge conference. I can't remember if I counted all the schools, but I believe there's about 12 schools that are in that conference. And if I remember the rules for the Badger, I believe they try and play each other twice. So I mean, that limits who they're going to play that are non-conference opponents. But just taking a look at their offense, it seems like they're struggling a little bit offensively. Only they're scoring 3.3 goals per game, but they're giving up 3.5. So just talk a little bit about where you guys are sitting at scoring 3.6 and only giving up 2.3.
Well, I think that's obviously always the goal. And that's the message, is to get that puck out of the D zone, try and get it up ice as fast as you can. Obviously we want to do it with possession. But sometimes, you just chip it out. So getting pucks away from our end, that's always a focus for us. And then, yeah, tomorrow it's no different. We got to get some traffic in front of the goalie, and we got to be rebound ready. So those are all things that we're continuously working on, trying to get better at.
Special teams, I know, was probably not a very strong suit, at least on the power play side for you guys. But you also, I thought you did a great job against Nina, not taking a bunch of penalties in what was really a very physical, back to a traditional type of Badgerland game. So just talk about the mindset there, about how your players were able to keep their composure and make sure that they were supposed to doing what they needed to do on special teams.
Yeah, we would have liked to have been more efficient on the power play, but it didn't happen. So that's going to be a point of emphasis for tomorrow's game, or the Sauk Prairie game. And then, yeah, special teams, it just comes down to, you got to be disciplined. You have to be in the lanes. You have to be smart. You have to know when to go and when to stay, active stick, all of those kinds of things. And I think our guys have been really, doing a much better job. We talked about how this is kind of a younger crew, and a lot of guys are getting new opportunities to be out there. And I think every game, it's pretty evident that they're growing in their understanding and their ability to be able to be out there in the big moments and make good plays and good decisions.
Talk a little bit about how you're preparing your team. I know that you're going to look at it one game at a time, but we were just talking about, you had a game on Tuesday. You're going to have a game today. You have a game on Friday as well. So talk about how you start to prepare with this long run here. We were looking up over the 2-week period, about 10 games that you're going to have playing.
Yeah, we have a pretty packed end of January by design. I really wanted to push the kids at the end of the year before we make that push for the playoffs. So really trying to push those guys. It's nice. We brought back in number 9 to our lineup. He'd been out with a broken collarbone, so that's an extra set of legs out there to give us a little more air in the lungs. But yeah, we're just really Really, I'm just trying to get those guys as much ice as they can get and push them and challenge them because when it comes down to it in playoff hockey, you're going to see adversity, you're going to be challenged, and it's going to be that mental fortitude that's going to put you through it.
And I'm assuming, Coach, you'll be talking a lot with these youngsters about focusing one game at a time, because also up on the schedule, not only is there another big Badgerland Conference game, but you also have McFarland, who you're going to be facing. So I'm assuming that the conversation with the young players is to stay focused on the current game in front of you.
Yeah, it's one game at a time. We're not looking past anybody. We're focused on the objective at hand, and then we'll worry about the next one when it's time. But first, we got to worry about our Sauk Prairie competition and going out there and making sure we're trying to win every shift, and just winning all those little battles throughout the game.
Coach, I want to thank you for taking the time to meet with you here on the pregame show. Anything else you'd like to add?
No, I just hope everyone can make it down to the community center. Should be a great day for hockey.
It's going to be an awesome day once again. Anytime that we get a chance to see our Warriors hit the ice, I think it's an awesome day for hockey. Win, lose, or draw. It's just awesome to see what happens here at the community center. Thanks again, Coach Tank, for joining me. It's been head coach for the Waupun Warriors, Nick Tank, here on the pregame show. We'll be back after these messages here on Jeff's live stream.
After surviving breast cancer, I felt this calling to help other women heal. I thought, why not build a respite house? I wasn't sure it was going to work financially speaking for my family, but with the guidance of Thrivent, I really felt like we were going to figure it out. Taking the leap to start my nonprofit has been the most rewarding thing I've done in my life.
Jonathan Leonard, Thrivent Financial here in Waupun, serving the local communities.
God bless.
Hello, this is Jeff Sauer with Jeff's Livestream. We hope you're enjoying our broadcast. Our purpose, first and foremost, is to bring glory to God. Second is to draw attention to the student athletes, promote the great things they and their schools are doing, and promote the businesses and the people running them within our communities. Our mission is to create memories for student athletes, families, teams, and communities, as well as allowing for viewers to see their athletes or teams perform regardless of where the viewer is located. If you'd like to join us as a sponsor to help us fulfill our purpose and mission, feel free to give me a call at 920-345-2066 or email me at livestreamjeff@gmail.com. I'd love to talk to you.
Sam?
Welcome back here to the Waupun Community Center. Let's take a look at some of the quick stats here. You heard Coach Nick Tank. Waupun in the Badgerland Conference. Badgerland Conference is one of the toughest conferences. You got Nina Hortonville, who's ranked number 4 in the state in Division 1. St. Mary Springs right behind them is ranked number 5 in Division 1. They had to be forced to move up, and look at all the size of those other schools that Waupun is trying to compete against. But they're 7-6 overall when you take a look at who they're playing against. Basically in Division 2, the one big loss that stands out obviously is the loss to Homestead. That one is a kicker because that one is a sectional opponent. Otherwise, almost all of their losses are to bigger programs that don't mean much specifically to Waupun's seeding. Overall, Hayden Reeder is the leading scorer with 19 goals on the season. Second leading scorer is number 15, Jonas Buckles. That's huge. So if you're playing Waupun, you've got one person really to take and attack and shut down. And that's what Coach talked about, is they got to get some other people into the offensive zone. Number 16, Camden Flagner, is third on the team with 6 goals. Leading in assists, that doesn't surprise me at all either. Jonas Buckles dishing the puck, getting it over to Hayden Reeder to bury. He's got 16. Reeder with 8 assists, and Chase Beam with 7. Overall points on this for this team, there's 27 total points for Hayden Reeder. Number 15, Jonas Buckles with 23. Chase Beam with 11. Dylan Pribino with 10. Now, those are 2 defensemen there in 3 and 4. Your leading goalie tonight is going to be number 40, Blake Coker. 4-6 on the season. 318 shots, saved 285. He's only given up 33 goals. That's really solid for the teams that he has faced. Goals against average of 3.3, 89.6, almost 90% save percentage. That's exactly where you would like to be. Waupun has started slow as well. 11 goals in the first period, only giving up 8. Scoring 20 in the second period. They kick things down, and then they've given up 13, but they're even in goals for the third period. Leading their opponents then 47 goals for Waupun, 37 for their opponents. On the power play percentages, you can look again, as a team, they're scoring 3.62 goals per game. They're only giving up 2.85. Gotta love that difference there. Power play opportunities, they've had 53. It's creeping up. It was low. It's down to 20.8 right now. So they've scored 11 goals on their power play. They've only had 35 penalty kills. That's a pretty good number. And they've only given up 9 goals. That's a 74.3 kill percentage. Here we go with our starting lineups here as we get ready here for the Eagles. We'll start over here, Cam, with the camera, and we'll, is that too tight?
I was trying to loosen it up so it's not spinning.
At one, defense is going to be Lucas Rellinger, and the other defense will be number 20, Graydon Schomber. At one forward will be number 5, Brock Hill. The other forward will be number 6, Connor Grant, and number 7, Landon Freezy. And in net will be the senior, Corbin Domka. Head coach Dave Ruley, and second assistant coach McInerney. Let's take a look here at the Waupun Warriors. Starting at one defense for the Warriors will be number 4, junior Chase Beam. At the other defense will be number 13, a sophomore, Jacob Kerner. At forward will be a freshman, number 7, Colton Postotnik. The other forward will be number 15, Jonas Buckles. And at center for the Waupun Warriors will be number 20, Hayden Reeder. In net tonight will be number 40, the senior, Blake Coker. We're going to step aside here as we have the national anthem coming up here. Head coach is Nick Tank, assistant Jason Buckles, and Grant DeMa. We'll step aside. We'll be back. You're listening to Jeff Sauer here with Cam Hatcher here on Jeff's live stream.
Is a family-owned business with over 75 years in the water well drilling industry. We can help you with all of your well drilling needs. Our crews are experienced at finding the proper location, setting up the rigs and equipment in all types of circumstances, and drilling to the appropriate depth so that you have fresh, clean water. SAMS also drills wells for commercial and municipal projects. No project is too large or small for SAMS well drilling. We at SAMS are thankful to be involved in supplying the well water needs of people all over Wisconsin. SAMS well drilling, well worth it.
PT Tire and Service has been at 301 East Clark Street in Brandon for over 20 years. The owners, Tony and Pam Sauer, are dedicated to their community and their customers. They serve the auto repair, tire, and wheel needs of customers in Brandon and the rest of central Wisconsin. We're on call 24/7 for roadside assistance and on the farm service for customers. For auto repairs, tires, and wheels, come see us in person or request a quote online. PT Tire and Service, you make the call and leave the rest to us. Call 920-346-TIRE.
Angling-only guide service with Captain Jeremy Brenner.
Captain Jeremy Brenner here. We are the premier Lake Michigan salmon charter out of Sheboygan, Wisconsin. Each trip is 6 hours and includes fish cleaning. The cost is $400 per trip Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays, and only $340 on weekdays for up to 6 people. I personally guarantee you will catch fish. The season runs June through Labor Day. Contact me at anglingonlyfishing@gmail.com to book today and check out my Facebook page, Captain Jeremy Brenner, Sheboygan Salmon.
Welcome back here to the Waupun Community Center. You can see the team getting themselves around their goalie, Blake Coker. I have to double check here and see. I've been having some issues with some of the cords, so I'm not sure what it is. Always stay with me, just so you know. If we have these types of issues, I'll try and do a reset here, which I'm going to try and do. And sometimes it's an internet issue, and sometimes it's my cords and equipment. So I'm going to try and fix that here. And we always will come back. I've just given it an unplug, and I'll plug it back in, and we'll see if that's going to make a difference here. And I think that it has changed things right there. So, Mr. Hatcher, if you would use the slider every once in a while, you can, and that will help change between the cameras. And I'm looking forward to adding your 2 cents in here every once in a while as well.
I'm sure that's what everybody wants to hear.
Hey, North Carolina. Got to love the accent here for hockey, and it's a nationwide, actually it's a worldwide sport, so might as well get you heavily involved. Waupun Warriors holding it into their zone. That was one of the issues they had against Neenah on Tuesday, is trying to hold it into their offensive zone. Skating with it is Freezy. He takes and rifles one that's going to go up into the ceiling. Let's see if the instant replay, well, look at that. That does never happen. Just saying.
When you're good, you're good.
Yes, sometimes it's better to be lucky than good, so we'll stay lucky for right now. Faceoff will be down here on the right-hand side. Taking it for the Eagles, number 34, Ryan Rickard. Sitting in the slot right now. Waupun trying to get it out. With possession, wrong cross-ice pass underneath the stick. Tried to get it over to Cameron Krentz. That's going to be an icing. Wasn't necessary, I don't think, by Brock Reeder to fire it that far. He had room to skate to try and break it out. Faceoffs come back down, 16-16. Coach Buckles is asking the official, he said, shouldn't they have been able to play that? Maybe, but it's nice to see the coaches talking to each other as well. Faceoff down below. Rickard once again. It's going to be held there this time by Nolan Keith. Nope, slides under the stick. It's touched. Going after it is going to be number 8, Josh Mass. Here comes the Waupun Warriors with some forecheck pressure. You got Fromholtz as well as, look like that's going to be Parker Zickert out there. Nope, that was Camden Flagner. My apologies to Camden. I just saw the 6. Pulled out. Good pass right there underneath the stick, as that was number 9, Quinn Payne. Picked up there by Jonas Buckles. Tried to get it over to Hayden Reeder. Reeder has a little bit of contact. Postotnik over to Buckles. Fires one. And what a blocker save right there by Damka. Lifted. Picked up there by Chase Beam. He's going to split a couple of players. He's going to attack the slot. And he's going to snipe one more time. Chase Beam drills one in the back of the net for the Waupun Warriors. And Chase, I didn't miss that one. I got it. Picked in the back.
Great shot.
At 15-22, the Waupun Warriors strike first. Chase Beam, I believe that should be an unassisted, but we'll see, because I think that he was able to pick that up in the neutral zone. We'll see what Scotty Van Galen tells us, one of the best announcers in hockey. Unassisted, look at that. I actually kind of know what I was talking about. Beam, once again, this time he swings it over to his D partner, Kerner. Kerner gives it back. Looking, good pass here, picked up there, this time by Buckles. Tries to chip it into the zone, but Postotnik was making a change. Hayden Reeder with the long reach, pulls it in. Hayden Reeder is one of these players I love to watch. Good pass over there, this time over to number 9, Derek Pribino. Pribino getting in some more playing time, as he's coming back from a broken collarbone that he sustained at a JV tournament. Thanks to people for letting me know that by putting it into the YouTube chat. So that's one of the things I'm also sharing with you. You need to participate, peoples. You got to let me know where you're watching from, who you're cheering for, and I don't care if it is for Sauk Prairie or if it is for Waupun, because these kids go back and watch this. I actually had a parent or a grandparent contact me, Cam, and say he knows for a fact that not only does his grandson, but do numerous of the players go back and watch this, not only because they want to see, but they like to hear sometimes to see if we actually know what we're talking about and help them try and get back. So, and Absolutely. I know you heard the same thing for basketball, right?
Basketball, volleyball, that way wherever we go.
Yeah, and we love it, and that's why I want you to be able to put stuff into the chat, because it pops up at the same time that you put it in there. So in this game right here, if you were a Chase Beam fan, it would have been perfect time to put in there. Nice snipe shot by number 4. Rickard tries to change directions. Held there this time again by Camden Flagner. He's going to run and go get a change. And stepping up, holding it in is Hayden Reeder for Waupun. He's going to get rubbed off there. That doesn't happen very much. Nice job there by Josh Mass to match the physicality. Postotnik over there as well. Helps dig it out. Reeder tries to get it over. This time swings it to D to Beam. Beam once again. Save right over there to Buckles. He just couldn't control it. That was actually a pass. So if you don't think that it is, it is. It's called a pass off pad or a pass off the goalie. Put it there, and you're hoping that he's going to place that puck in a precarious situation, and he did. Jonas Buckles just was tied up and couldn't get a hold of it. Sauk Prairie with possession. Drop down there is Gunnar Knockreiner. Pinned up against the glass is Josh Mass with number 13, Jacob Kerner, the defenseman for the Warriors, just a sophomore. Waupun has to make sure that they are doing a good job of passing the puck. One of the things that happens here is they start to get a little bit selfish at times because everybody wants to score and get on the sheet, but you can get there by moving the puck around, and I talk about this often as well. I know that it's not as glorious, but get those assists. They count the same in points, so why not rack them up? It's so much nicer to give.
Better to give than receive,
Right,
absolutely.
Exactly. Blowing a tire out there was Brock Reeder. Good recovery. Ripped up there by Jonas Buckles. They're going to say no, should have been played. Domka's going to come out, put it to his defenseman. Chipped there by Carl Weiss. Skating behind is number 20, Graydon Schomber. Taken away there by Dylan Pribino, I believe that was. It is, wearing one of the other C's. Postotnik comes off of the bench. Picked up right there. The freshman, Colton Postotnik. Interviewed him the last time we had interviews. Thanks again for putting stuff into the chat. We appreciate it. When we have a chance, we will stop back there. So if you want to say go Eagles, they'd love to have that. Let us know again where you're watching from. I think the last time, if I remember, almost had an odd man rush taken there, just couldn't get there fast enough. Help to the ice was Flagner, but a good no call there by the official as the puck was being played. Oh, Cameron Krentz is going to get run over, and that should give us a penalty here. Wasn't necessary to do that. Having a conversation of the two officials, I like the fact that they do that. Number 7 is going to be called with an elbow. First penalty of the game at 10:44 is going to go to the Eagles for the elbow. Now let's see some of the special teams here from Waupun, see if they can get something rolling. Coach says they continue to work on it. Knocked down in front. Ripped all the way down. Blake Coker comes out to play it, changes directions, gives it over to Jacob Kerner. Good center ice pass right there, right on the stick of Dylan Pribino. Drops it for Beam, shot off the crossbar. Ring-a-ding, hit the bar and came flying back out. Chase Beam, a great shot right there. Dylan Pribino getting in there and battling, trying to keep the puck down low. 3-4 checkers for the Warriors. That means when it squirts out like that, nobody there. It's going to be ripped down. Giving chase will be Brock Reeder. Some forecheck pressure there by Quinn Payne. Is able to stop the initial attack. Looks like a 1-1-2, trying to stop putting some pressure on the puck and then trying to read where the pass might be to stop them coming down the ice, stopping the breakout. So right here you can see Knockreiner goes in, picks up the passer. Henkel moves himself back, and good speed there shown by Hunter Fromholtz. Gets down to the King Manufacturing logo, one of our sponsors, one of the huge hockey sponsors. Yep, that one came out of the zone. You could see it just barely squirted across the blue line. But we got a King Manufacturing logo down behind the net. You've got one over on the boards, and we've got one that pops up with our advertising. And I got to give a shout out to Warren Bailey, one of the very first persons who said, if you ever need anything, reach out. He was just so pleased that I had created an ad to run especially during some of the youth tournaments and during the regular hockey season. Just did it because I knew how big of a supporter he was for Waupun hockey. Was one of the first to come up with the logo down on the ice. And because of that, I said, I'm going to try and go on my own. He said, tell me what you need. And I want to thank Warren Bailey for doing so. Penalty killed off. Nice job there by the Eagles to kill off that penalty. Waupun still with a 1-goal lead, battling out front. Puck is loose. And getting on it, I believe the net is loose. I think that Cameron, sorry about that. I think the net slid and got knocked off as Corbin Domka was down there battling.
Good job there in traffic. Coach Tank talked about having somebody step up so far in this first period. Chase Beam seems to be that guy.
Yeah, the junior wearing the 3rd C on the team. Good glove save right there, flashing some leather with the big trapper. But I would agree, he talked about, and we talk about this often as well, and that's, I think that, again, Justin Schwartzmiller is my normal person who likes to call, or I like to call with me, and then I love to actually have him calling with my son Caleb because those two have played hockey. They're both 25 now. Well, Justin will be turning 25 in a month. Jonas Buckles with a shot. Ripped it across. Tried to find the corner as he had Domka moving. But they talk often about what is necessary. Caleb was a goalie. Traffic in front is so hard for a goalie. Can't see the puck. If you could see it, you could save it. Otherwise, you have to be in position and you got to be on your angles. Anything that throws you off pipe, which means you're usually off your angles based on the size of the rink with the dots. And there's so many different things that they talk about. And Justin talks about often. That was his job, was to be a goal scorer. And that was the other people's jobs to get in front, take the eyes away of the goalie. Sometimes that just means actually just flashing, skating across the front to cause a distraction. Anything like that. And you have a chance to put something in the back of the net. Coach Tank, being a player himself, knows that. So right there's a shot, nothing in front, easy save. It should be, unless you get those funny hops. But Domka was right on angle and was able to reach out and make the save pretty easily on that shot. Now, that's not to say you don't stop shooting. You still got to put pucks in the net. That's the other thing that he'll talk about as well. When I'm saying he, I'm talking about Justin and Caleb. That one's just off the toe of the pad. And that, again, that's meant to try and be a pass. It's on the ice. You try and catch that off of the pad and have it ricochet to somebody sitting on the back door. Eagles, here's a chance. He splits the defense. Chance, and Blake Coker, one more time, rises to the occasion, gets out front, way out in front of his crease, cuts down any angle and any shot, and makes a huge save. And a lot better rebound control that time by Blake as well. Picked up there now by the Warriors. You have to have every aspect working in order for you to have a solid hockey team. Numbers here, 3-1. Reeder on the back of the net. You cannot give Hayden Reeder the puck, especially in the offensive zone like that. He will find an opening, and he does so. I believe that went 5-hole so quick with that wrist shot. The rips one in the back of the net past Domka. And I believe the assist, I don't know if it went to Postotnik or not. They normally go in order. But the Waupun Warriors at 6:15 on the clock, Hayden Reeder. And we'll see who gets the assist. I think it might have been Postotnik, but we'll see for sure.
10:45 in the first period, scorer number 20, Hayden Reeder. Assist to 15 for
Jonas Buckles. I knew there was that assist came down there. I thought it might be Jonas, but they didn't skate in that order. Colton went there instead. In the neutral zone, the Sauk Prairie Eagles, they've got to find something. Another shot there. Good wrist shot. And for those youngsters out there who are watching this senior in Hayden Reeder, please take note. Hayden not one time rips up and tries to slam a slap shot. Control it with a wrist shot. You can generate, you can't hit 100, but you can hit 80, 85. Does that 15 miles an hour make a difference? Not at the high school level. Control, though. Find the holes, find the corners. 5:03 here left in the first period. The Waupun Warriors with a 2-0 lead over the Eagles of Sauk Prairie. Good pass there to Chetwood. I thought he would have been on. He was offsides. He didn't really pull the puck in with him. But they say no. You can see Blake Coker, the good activity there, comes out of the top of the paint. He thought he had a chance of a shot coming. He's got some help there. Hayden Reeder takes it out of the zone. Has it taken away by number 17, Caleb Chetwood. Nice pass, stick to stick. Buckles tries to make a move, and that was a great defensive play there by number 4, Lucas Rellinger. They have to get back on side. That gives Hayden Reeder a chance to pick it up. He's got good speed. He cuts to the center. They had to collapse. They did what they needed to do. Because that was number 30, Carl Weiss. Sorry, Weiss. My apologies, Carl. Wearing the goalie number. In number 30, those are almost always reserved for the goalie. 29, 30, 31. But not these days. Oh, nice move there by number 10, Gunnar Knockreiner. Tries to split the defense, but you're not going to get around Chase Beam if he is solid and if he is focused on playing defense. He is going to be tough to get around. Not only does he have the long reach, but he's also got strong edges on his skates. Sauk Prairie really hasn't had a ton of time in the zone offensively. Here's one where they beat the defense and Blake Coker one more time, and a great job there by the coach. Cameron Hatcher getting the shot from behind as it comes walking in. Great transition. That was pretty.
Get lucky every once in a while.
That was pretty. Here comes the face-off to the left. Picked up again. That time, I think that was his own defenseman who decided to see if he was awake. He popped that right into his chest. Always got to be on guard. Caleb will tell you that same thing. If you're not paying attention, there's a good chance. I believe that was offsides. Yep. Or is it a hand pass? Nope, it's offsides. Mr. Hatcher here must have taken a picture. I don't know when it was, but my son posted it on Facebook of our setup here to show what we go through to get these streams. I know it seems like we've got just this one camera, but normally we try and have another person here. But we've got a team over at Randolph covering girls basketball over there as they're taking on Montello. And we have a really good contest over at Oakfield. Two teams in the Trailways East that are undefeated in the Oshkosh Lourdes Knights taking on Oakfield Mighty Oaks. And Lourdes is ranked number 5 in Division 5. So should be a great contest over there. So at the intermission, if you want, you can flip over there. We don't have any other hockey that we're covering tonight. Tuesday night, here we go again. Odd man rush. Gets in here on the attack. Hunter Fromholz, but a good read there by Mr. Corbin Domka on the save. What a good job there. Tell me what you think about the instant replay and the main camera setup here, because I had to do that because I'm actually looking away right now when I look over towards this side of the ice. I can't even see the computer hardly at all, so sometimes I used to leave the instant replay on there and people would be angry, which they should. I know that you guys wanted to watch the contest here, and hope that you find it more interesting than Live Barn. But I ended up going to that split screen there. Good save there by Blake Coker again to put that one up into the netting, get the whistle, allows his teammates to change. And you can't underestimate how important that is either, that you get a chance for your teammates to go catch a breather on the bench and get a change. But the only way that I could make sure that I didn't miss any action was as long as I had the right camera view, because I missed Chase Beam's goal the other night. But the only way I could do so was to create that split screen. So I kind of like it, just for the fact that I don't miss as much. Jonas Buckles with a nice elevated saucer pass, gets it to Colton Postotnik. Postotnik battles, could not. Good defensive play there. Wearing the A, I believe that is number 8, Josh Mast. Still in there. Good job by the freshman Postotnik to put some pressure on the puck, keeping it in the zone. In the neutral zone, the Warriors.
1 minute remaining period. 1 minute.
Good view. You can see how fast it is to be on those little metal blades as they fly behind the back of the net. Good job there by Blake Coker, anticipating the turnover in the slot. Makes a read. Dylan Pribino drops it over to Derek Pribino, who gets it in down low. Trying to put some forecheck pressure in there. Oh, I don't know why Camden backed out of his forecheck. That two-person forecheck would have been perfect right at that time. Right now it looks like they're just using one. Turned over right in the slot. Oh, an opportunity there for Pribino. Just elevated it a little bit too much. Over to the top of the net. 20 seconds remains here. You can see the score up in the middle of the scoreboard. Well, you can't now because it says instant replay. Good work there by the Waupun Warriors, and nice job by Cameron Krentz to pull it off of the boards, feed it exactly in there. Hayden Reeder comes on the ice. He's working with the second line right now here. With the final seconds ticking down, you give him and you get your other sniper out there in Chase Beam. Tried to hit the long stretch pass, couldn't get it there. Good hand-eye coordination by number 6, Connor Grant, to knock it down. At the end of the first period, your score right now here from the community center is 2-0. We'll wait to see if we can get the saves here from Scotty Van Galen. 7 saves for Blake Coker, 7 for 7, 9 for 11 for Corbin Domka. We'll step aside and we will come back. Actually, we'll stay right here on this shot until the kids get into the ice. We're going to pop in and we're going to check out the YouTube chat, see who you've shared with us as your favorite player or where you're watching from or who you're cheering for. And the Zamboni is hitting the ice here at the Waupun Community Center. You're listening to Jeff Sauer and Cameron Hatcher here on Jeff's live stream. We'll be back.
Katie's Log Cabin is a great place to stop for lunch or dinner. Grab one of the daily specials or check out the full menu. Katie's Log Cabin specials include Tuesday is pizza, Wednesday is wings, Thursday is a rotating special, Friday and Saturday is fish fry, Saturday is also prime rib, and Sunday is a broasted chicken dinner. Not in the mood for a special? Katie's has you covered with full menu options, appetizers, salads, wraps, pizzas, and sandwiches. Katie's Log Cabin Restaurant in Oakfield. Life is better at the cabin.
King Manufacturing. Since 1926, we have been known for our first-class buildings and canopies. In fact, there are thousands of them in use across America and in the Caribbean. We have also produced and developed many other steel products for use in retail, commercial, and industrial applications, such as building fascia, loading racks, wall panel systems, and much more. Our design record attests to our dedication to quality and customer satisfaction. King Manufacturing, from design to completion.
Call PT Tire and Service in Brandon. The automotive experts. Beat the Wisconsin snowfall. Stay charged this winter. PT Tire and Service, full service, batteries and wipers available on site. Call 920-346-TIRE. Put Christmas lights on your tree this holiday season, not your dashboard. Call PT Tire and Service to get those lights in the right place. Over 20 years in business and ready to service your automotive needs. PT Tire and Service, Brandon, 920-346-TIRE.
Born from a single project, WDS Construction has evolved into a nationwide general contractor and construction management company. But we're so much more than that. The cold storage industry is experiencing high demand and low capacity. WDS is building goodwill from the ground up through customized solutions. WDS is committed to outservice the competition and overdeliver for customers. A client-driven experience without question. Today, we're driven to be better in order to build better.
For 50 years and counting, Verhaeg's Furniture has been proudly serving Waupun the best furniture and mattresses at prices you can afford. And we're honored to be voted Best of the Best Mattress Store and runner-up for Best Furniture Store in the Fond du Lac area. Whether you're looking to update your living room, find the perfect mattresses, or treat yourself in one of our relaxing massage chairs, we've got it all to take care of you. Visit us at 806 West Main Street, Waupun, and experience quality, comfort, and service you can trust. Visit our website at www.verhaegsfurniture.com. Don't forget to like us and follow us on Facebook and Instagram to stay updated on our latest arrivals, events, and deals. Verhaeg's Furniture Mart, 50 years strong, quality you trust, prices you'll love. Welcome back here to the Waupun Community Center. 8 minutes left here in the intermission. Let's talk a little bit about how things have gone so far in this contest. The Waupun Warriors are up 2-0. Let's see how they got there. At 15-22, Chase Beam picks one off in the neutral zone. Picks off a pass, skates in, gets into the slot, takes a shot, rips it right past the goalie, Corbin Domka. Picks a corner, if I remember correctly, on that first one. At 15-22, an unassisted goal to number 4, Chase Beam. At 10:44 for the Eagles of Sauk Prairie, a penalty to number 7, Landon Freezy, with an elbow, and they killed it off. So Waupun still not be able to find that power play rolling like they would like to. And the penalty kill, nice job there by the Sauk Prairie Eagles to kill off that penalty. At 6:15 on the clock, the Waupun Warriors, number 20, Hayden Reeder, rips one 5-hole, just a solid wrist shot. There's no way Corbin Domka is reacting to that shot, with a great assist by Jonas Buckles to pull it off of the half wall and to find Hayden Reeder. So not only do you have your leading goal scorer in Reeder pick up his 20th goal, you also have your leading assist maker in Jonas Buckles pick up his 17th assist here in that first period. Saves in that first period for number 1, Corbin Domka, 9 on 11 shots. And for Blake Coker, so far playing really well, anticipating number 40 for the Waupun Warriors, 7 for 7. We'll step aside here. We'll come back and we'll check that YouTube chat with about 3 minutes left here. So here's your chance to get some stuff put in there. Also, you can check out on some of the other channels. Got a good camera shot there of the Zamboni, wrapped by Home and Auto Group. Couldn't tell you how many times I've ridden that thing and did ice while my son was playing here. I started in 2006. I was on the board and I did all the did a lot of the ice until I started doing a lot more live streaming of the contest. So it was a little difficult to live stream and then run down there and run the Zamboni and then try and get back up here. I pulled it off a couple of times, but yeah, I think it's a privilege to drive around the ice, and you take pride. Waupun has some of the best ice in the state, especially when you consider. We'll come back and we'll talk about the fundraising that's taking place here. You're listening to Jeff Sauer here along with Cameron Hatcher here on Jeff's live stream. We'll be back.
El Dorado. Join one of our adult or kids leagues or bowl in our monthly Friday night tournament. Or get a group together for a family or corporate bowling function. We are more than just bowling. A great spot to bring your family for a meal. Awesome homemade pizzas and soups, as well as appetizers, wraps, and sandwiches. Daily food specials. Fish Fry Friday. Open daily at 11 with the kitchen open late. Ask about us catering your next function. We are home to Laconia Bowling and proud supporter of the Laconia Spartans and all student athletes.
Welcome to Hooksha's Marketing Greenhouse. Here at Hooksha's Marketing Greenhouse, we are proud to provide South Central Wisconsin with the most beautiful flowers and freshest fruits and vegetables. In the fall, we have many varieties of squash and pumpkins, to just name a few. We are also proud to offer one-of-a-kind gifts like hanging baskets, iron hangers, decorative planters, and concrete statuary. Don't forget to check us out on Facebook for more info and pictures. So come on out to Hooksha's Marketing Greenhouse, located on Highway A between Fox Lake and Randolph, and you'll be glad you did.
When my husband passed, I needed direction on my finances. I felt like I was starting from a blank slate. Thrivent came into my life at a time that I really needed it. Thrivent helped me feel confident and create opportunities to be more giving. I think my husband would be very proud, but I'm proud of myself because I've educated myself, and I kind of learned that maybe I could have been doing this all along.
Jonathan Leonard, Thrivent Financial here in Waupun, serving the local communities. Thanks. God bless.
Katie's Log Cabin is a great place to stop for lunch or dinner. Grab one of the daily specials or check out the full menu. Katie's Log Cabin specials include Tuesday is pizza, Wednesday is wings, Thursday is a rotating special, Friday and Saturday is fish fry. Saturday is also prime rib, and Sunday is a broasted chicken dinner. Not in the mood for a special? Katie's has you covered with full menu options, appetizers, salads, wraps, pizzas, and sandwiches. Katie's Log Cabin Restaurant in Oakfield. Life is better at the cabin. Sam's Well Drilling is a family-owned business with over 75 years in the water well drilling industry. We can help you with all of your well drilling needs. Our crews are experienced at finding the proper location, setting up the rigs and equipment in all types of circumstances, and drilling to the appropriate depth so that you have fresh, clean water. Sam's also drills wells for commercial and municipal projects. No project is too large or small for Sam's Well Drilling. We at Sam's are thankful to be involved in supplying the well water needs of people all over Wisconsin. Sam's Well Drilling, well worth it.
Welcome back here to the Waupun Community Center. What a little cutie that was down there. Cameron, Mom was trying to show her.
I think they're FaceTiming with family, it looks like, and family must be watching.
That could be. That might be what it was. But either way, it was such an awesome shot to see also waving on the camera and waving whomsoever it was. I mean, it was just so awesome here. We got a minute 50 left here to allow the ice to set up. Again, let's talk about that ice. Again, that's some of the best. Brett Pribino and his crew, and he's continuing to train new people, but he has taken the most pride in this. Besides Randy Bentley, and I know I'm going to miss somebody in between there because I know there was somebody between Brett and my apologies that I can't recall. That's what happens when you get this old and you see so many different people. But Brett Pribino has created some of the greatest ice here. And as long as the players will take this full amount of time, they're 12 minutes to allow for the Zamboni, but it also gives a chance for the ice to set up. And as long as they allow that to happen here and don't put any additional grooves in here, you got some of the best ice in the state of Wisconsin. And that's based with a floor that was put in, a concrete floor with the glycol tubing that was put in 1972.
Wow.
That does not last.
Has held up really well.
For over 50 years. It's absolutely amazing here. In and out every spring. It comes out here at usually in the 1st of April, comes back in sometime around mid-September. And it's just fantastic, and it's all taken care of by volunteers. And that just speaks highly of the Waupun community, and it talks about Waupun hockey. I mean, we just love it. And they're in the process. They're doing all kinds of fundraising. So if you would like to help out, we'd love to have you check it out on their Facebook page. If you're a hockey person, $5, $10, we'll take whatever they can do. But they're 3/4 of the way there. Over $800,000 it's going to cost to put in this new floor. And luckily, everything is still holding up with the pumps and the motors. But those are also, they were bought used in 1972. And they're holding up the big diesel engines that are in there that are running the glycol system. So very proud of what we have here at this Waupun Community Center. And everybody who continues to participate continues to help grow this. Let me check that YouTube chat real quick, see what we got going on here. The Wegmans, thanks for putting in there. Real instant replay, clear. Yeah, great, thanks. I really appreciate the comments there. And let's go Eagles. Traveling tonight through Minneapolis, St. Paul. Glad that you're enjoying the broadcast here. And also K-Dog, let's go Sauk Prairie Eagles. And you're welcome for the live stream. Again, I do want you to know, I hope you've seen my ad. I don't want this is not about me or about us. This is all about the kids and to bring glory to God. So thank you for those comments. We do appreciate it. We do love, obviously, the encouragement. So we love the amount of time that we put in here. Good job down there. You can see Corbin Domka playing the puck behind the net and then battling off and fighting off that shot there by Hunter Fromholtz. Waupun again has some offensive zone time right here at the beginning of the period. And they were able to strike at 15-22 with Chase Beam, putting some pressure on. We know in hockey and we know in high school sports that a 2-goal lead is the most dangerous lead to have. So if you're the Sauk Prairie Eagles, you want to do everything you can to try and stop that they don't get that third one. So that one, there's one of those. There's the first time that I've seen water actually still standing. They always dump extra water down by the King logo, just because that's the one place in the floor where the floor does have a elevation. And because that means that the ice is so much thinner, you can see how clear that blue paint is. And with all of the times that they get Zambonied with all the practices and everything, again, they take so much pride in it that it's Zambonied every other practice that takes place on here. So your squirts get their 2 practices, the A's and B's, and then the Pee-wees come on with clean ice. And you're shaving and you're adding water to try and add more ice, but you don't necessarily add more than you take off sometimes. And so you can get some thin spots, but it sure creates for some smooth ice. You don't see bad hops here in Waupun. You don't see kids' edges catching and diving because they've caught a groove. Their edges will catch, but that's because it's good, clean ice. Mast with a shot. Good job there by Blake Coker, pushing and coming all the way out and attacking. Again, I want to thank the 52 computers who are logged in here. That means that we know that there's over 100 people watching. That's what YouTube tells us, that there's at least it's a 2.2 ratio for computers who are logged in. That means there's over 100 people who should be able to put some comments in the YouTube chat. Cameron is smiling over here because he knew exactly what I was going to be saying. And glad to see the Eagles fans.
The kids love to go back and watch the game and see who's chiming in live.
I just don't get it. Why am I struggling here in Waupun to get people from Waupun to put stuff into the chat? I don't care if it's Go Waupun. I don't have that in any of the other places. The other night at Randolph, we had, I think, almost over 35 comments that were posted there between the Randolph fans and the Dodgeland fans.
I think I know what it is, Jeff. They're afraid to comment because then they'll be getting questions as to why they were not here in the house.
Oh, that could be. But if you're in the house here, they're not going to know. We won't put the camera on the crowd. Blake Coker gets on top of it. Sometimes there's just stuff that gets in the way, this thing called life. That's why we know you're not down here. But we also do know that there's a huge following for Waupun hockey. You got to let us know. But you're right. It's the kids go back and they watch this. The kids from Sauk Prairie, they're going to get on the bus. Coach is going to tell them that it was live streamed, and they know it's live streamed. They can see the sign up here, and they'll see if it's uploaded. And it doesn't really take a long time for it to process. Ooh, off of the pipe. Goalie's best friend. Here's an attack. Good job there. Flash in the leather. Blake Coker. But they love to see who's out there cheering for them. They like to know who's watching. It's okay for mom to say, hey, I love you, Billy, and go Eagles, or I love you, Sammy, and let's go Warriors. Good pass right there, right onto Cameron Krentz. Fires as soon as he got just inside the blue line. Trying to pick it up against the boards. That was some good offensive zone time there for the Eagles of Sauk Prairie. Picked up there by number 4, Lucas Rellinger. We're done ranting and raving here. We'll call some hockey. Freezy picks it up, tries to get it back to his defense. Number 5, Brock Hill. Good cross-ice pass. Waited too long. Gave chance for Blake Coker to react. And Blake did a great job of stepping out and closing down the angle. Lost that one out of the glove, but was able to react and squeeze it back in. He found it. Blake is doing a great job of tracking the puck so far tonight. That was some of the best attack right there for the Sauk Prairie Eagles. So I don't know what Coach Ruley told them in the locker room at the intermission, but they have come out here and put a couple of good shots on Blake Coker. Trying to use that Omaha Flyer was what we used to call it. You win your draw, you send your forward flying up to number 77, Nolan Keith. Didn't allow that full attack with the wrist shot. Right down in front of the camera. Nope, you can't see it because it's elevated just a little bit. But Mr. Hatcher's working on swinging it and lowering it a little. Coming back the other way. Good job on the odd man rush. Missed it. They had Blake Coker moving, but again, just a little bit late. They had it. He's got to one-time that as soon as he gets a hold of it. I didn't see who that was out there. Good hustle play there. That'll go into the netting. Pitchfork there by Jacob Kerner. And we'll get a whistle. Hey, while you're noticing it up there in the upper right-hand corner, I did notice that I would like what Justin had done the other day, so I think I'm going to do the same thing here. He made it a little bit more opaque so that it wasn't quite taking up the entire screen there, so long as you can still see. I have to shout out to all of my sponsors here. This doesn't happen without them. I was talking to Coach Ruley about how I do this. Waupun got it out to the neutral zone. Coming right back in. All of my sponsors know that the money that I make here from their sponsorship goes to the kids who help work and help me out here. And I consider Mr. Hatcher a kid too because he's younger than I am. Everybody's younger than I am, by the way.
A lot of kids in here tonight.
Yeah. But we love to, so thankful that I have them helping out, and I'm so thankful that I can do this and bring this to you and help compensate the people that give up their time to do it. Waupun trying to get it out of their zone. They've had some sustained pressure. That time, number 6, Parker Zickert, is out there getting a little bit of zone timing or offensive skating time here. Good flash of the leather by Corbin Domka. That might be too late on the instant replay there. Yep, just missed it. Hayden Reeder in at center, facing off against Landon Freezy for the Eagles. Not sure what's the holdup here.
Wardrobe malfunction.
Oh. Wonder if it's a warning then on the bench for something. As he skated, one of the officials skated over to the bench to talk to the coach. Tipped in there by number 6, Connor Grant. Chase Beam working the puck. Banks it off of the boards, gives it over to Jacob Kerner. Kerner trying to clear, does. Postotnik banks it off, gives it to Buckles. Buckles with speed, turns the corner. Good job there. Not much angle, a little bit off pipe, which happens a lot. Caleb talks about that too when you go visit schools or other ice rinks. Got a penalty coming here. Cross check is the call. We'll see who that's on. Looks like that's going to be on Waupun's number 19, Dylan Pribino. First penalty for the Waupun Warriors at 10:30 here in the second period.
15.
Went up Buckles. Okay, I thought that it was on number 19. Couldn't see the number when they were skating here. So Jonas is going to get called for the cross check.
Number 15, Jonas Buckles, 2 minutes. Cross-checking.
Freezy took a shot off of the ankle. That one's going to go into the netting. He's going to get to the bench. We'll see if he's able to rub that thing off. Boy, it just stings even through the boot and everything. It's kind of like hitting the funny bone. Everything vibrates through there. And the trainer will come down and check him out. Usually that feeling will come back. Just need to get back on the ice and get skating. Oh, I thought that Mr. Payne was going to pull the trigger there. Thought he would, but did not. Running from down below. Right outside, and a good job there. Blake Coker does a nice job, and that was really nice work that time. Why am I not receiving enough? Not receiving enough bit rate, it's telling me. Boy, it certainly is. So it's got to be an internet issue here because we're cranking out the quality of the bit rate. Maybe I have to reduce it a little bit if I can't get it to sustain. In order to do that, I have to shut everything down, so I'm not going to do that if I don't have to. That one ricocheted off of the pipe, off of the body of Blake Coker, who had a great job there of holding it tight. Close open that extra tab that I had there, see if that'll make a difference here. Sauk Prairie doing something, to trying to get that power play. I mean, they've had chances here, can't get that through. Good job on the penalty kill for the Warriors. Just executing at 15%, 43 seconds. Those numbers, 3-on-2. Chetwood tried to get in there, and as you get into the slot, the defense for the Waupun Warriors collapse. Reaching up, number 9, Quinn Payne tries to hit a slapper, and that's what I was talking about before, Cameron, is that why? You lost control of it. He missed a hit behind it on the ice, could not execute. Playing the two-man game this time down below, right out front. Good little tic-tac-toe. Had a chance. Chetwood couldn't finish. He has it down low. Good stick. That one's going to ricochet, come flying out. No help for the defensive side. And Blake Coker ends up losing one up over the top of the shoulder, but that is not going to be Mr. Coker. You'll see that rebound come out, and nobody marks one of the Sauk Prairie players. I thought it was number 6, but I don't think so. I think it was number 9. That's Quinn Payne. He didn't take a slap shot that time, but was able to pick the corner. Number 5, Brock Hill. Chetwood with the assist, which makes sense as he was the one that hammered it and went off of the stick. It is now 2-1. Hill with a little bit of pep in his step now. Gets rubbed off the puck that time. Blind pass into the neutral zone. Picked up by Sauk Prairie. Whole new game here for the Sauk Prairie Eagles. It's going to be dumped down low as they're going to try and go for a change. Good job there by Blake Coker to stop it from rimming around. Looking for some support was Hayden Reeder, didn't have it. Dropped back in by Schomber into the corner. Picked up by Dylan Primino. Primino to Hayden Reeder. Into the neutral zone one more time for the Eagles. They kind of collide. Picked up Postotnik. Rips one. Oh, he had Domka sucked into the back of his net. Would have opened things wide open. Up over against the board. Chase Beam holds it in for Waupun. Comes back into the center ice. Hustling after it is Brock Reeder. With Landon Freezy putting some forecheck pressure on there and takes it away. Quinn Payne, good stick there, back by Reeder to try and stop it. Schomber reaching out, making sure there was nobody on the backside that could get a hold of it, was Blake Coker. 6:56 left here in the second period, 2-1. Face-off won by, we're going to call it by the Eagles. Stick gets knocked out of the hands of Mr. Payne. Skating with it is Cameron Krentz. Tries to get around the defense. A great defensive play there. Can't see who that was. It was a great defensive play. I want to say that it was number 3. Nope, that was number 9. Quinn Payne. No, that was Mast. Josh Mast, number 8. A little bit of a collision there. Mast running into Hunter Fromholtz. It looks like Mast got the worst of that. Taken away, Reeder. Tried to sneak it through the 5-hole. Puck was loose, getting on top of it. Domka had no clue where it was at and was digging around. Reeder just didn't quite get as much on it as he wanted. Face-off back in the zone. Hanko against Reeder. That was won by Hanko. Tries to get it in the neutral zone, does. Forces the Waupun Warriors to have come get back in and regroup. Chetwood with a nice long stick. Good play there, though, by Primino to take it away, and then Chetwood gets it back. Brock Reeder rims it around a little bit too far out of the reach, but Hayden Reeder with his long stick. One on, we'll see how it's played. Nice play there by number 20, Graydon Schomber. Wow. Usually one-on-one, that's a tough stop taking on Hayden Reeder, but that was a great play by the defenseman from the Eagles. Playing back behind the net. Good job in there by Jonas Buckles, bodying up, but he didn't get support. Cleared in the neutral zone, picked up there by the Eagles. Off of a skate. Dropped down low. Trying to hustle in there to get it is Derek Primino on the forecheck. Cameron Krentz working with him. Camden Flagler was waiting in the slot, but a good defense. Turned over off of the pads. Chase Beam with a good wrist shot. A good battle down below by the goalie. Comes back, changes directions. 4:30 and counting. Camden Flagner with it. Coach Buckles a little upset. He saw that they had him on the change. Hayden Reeder banks it over to Camden Flagner. Flagner tries to make a move, has it knocked away again. A couple of good defensive plays here so far by the Eagles. Jacob Kerner rips it down low, follows with speed. Domka loses an edge. He's got to get back into net. He does. Waupun trying to get it in and hold it. Postotnik, good active stick there by number 5, Brock Hill. He doesn't get that stick in the way. Postotnik may have had a great attack. 3:48 left and counting here in the second period. And the score is 2-1. Sauk Prairie has looked much better here in this second period. So has Waupun. They've had their chances, but much better defense. And I think Colton Postotnik's going to be called for a trip. So he went to go play the puck and got the stick in the way. Yep, that's going to be the call as a trip. And the Sauk Prairie is going to go on the power play one more time at 3:44. Warriors need to keep working on their penalty kill. Sauk Prairie needs to work on their power play. Ripping it down. It's Jonas Buckles. Domka played it around, got it away from the pressure. Good breakout there by Sauk Prairie. Waupun gave him room. That's going to be ripped back down. Domka's going to play it. Gets it all the way up into the neutral zone. They have numbers. Rickard with it. Shot off of the pad and ricocheted right to one of the Eagles. That was the pass they were looking for. Blake Coker doesn't want to do that again. A little bit late on the reaction. Puts the puck right into the back door. Sauk Prairie trying to move it back up. Good read on the pass there by Jacob Kerner to intercept that pass and dump it back in, kill some more time. Landon Freese will pick it up here for the Eagles. Moving it into the zone. Cross-ice pass through the neutral zone with speed. Number 34, Ryan Rickard. Ripped around. Going in is the goal scorer the last time in number 5, Brock Hill. He has it again. Put it out into the slot. Stepping up. Held in there with the skate. Otherwise, the Warriors were going to be going the other direction. 35 seconds remaining. Good job there continuing to kill for the defense. Oh, that was a bad change. They got lucky. Hunter Fromholz was heading to the bench just at exactly the same time that was picked up by Sauk Prairie. And sitting over here was one of the forwards on the boards. They ripped it up, tried to get it to him. Instead, it turns into an icing. Wow, that was close. Hey, we got 2 minutes and 11 seconds for you to get stuff into the YouTube chat. But not from our consultant. Let's go here, folks. Giving us the updates, which I love. Thank Aaron for doing that. Keeping everybody abreast of what's happening on all of our channels. Oh, he couldn't quite get back on side because there was too much room there, too tight there with the stick and the puck and everything else. 11 seconds still left here on the power play. Waupun is up 2-1, 155. Jonas Buckles gets across the ice. Could have possibly been called some interference there, but I think it was incidental. Stepping up, and we're now at full strength. Payne tried to make a move, taken away by Chase Beam. Ricochets off of the board, gives it to his D partner to Kerner, chipped off of the board by Jonas Buckles, but come right back in by the Eagles. Nice stick-to-stick pass. Buckles, they've got numbers. Buckles to Postotnik. Postotnik, oh, what a recovery. Coming all the way off of the bench was number 8, Josh Mast. Coming up on 1 minute to remain here in the second period. Good period for the Eagles. Waupun still with time. Trying to stretch back out to that 2-goal lead. Into the neutral zone, picked up there by Pribino. Banks it off of the boards as the Warriors were able to clear. Sauk Prairie 35 seconds remains. Gets it over to Quinn Payne. Payne slams on the brakes. Coming in as Mast. Slams on the brakes again for the Eagles. That one lifts the head, goes over to the top of the stick. Camden Flagner picks it up, gets rubbed off of the over by the boards. Fromholtz comes in to offer some assistance for the Waupun Warriors. Up against the boards, battling, pulled out by Quinn Payne of the Eagles. Knockreiner back to Payne. This time there's some pressure there. Had the goal scorer for Waupun and Hayden Reeder, and no, runs out of time as the Waupun Warriors are going to go into the locker room with a 2-1 lead. But boy, you cannot feel great about how that period went. 5 for 14. 11 saves for Coker on 12 shots. That's going to give him 18 for 19. Corbin Domka with 14 saves on 16 shots. But the Eagles definitely looked really strong, I thought, in that period. We're going to step aside here and we'll come back. We'll get a review of how things have gone so far in this contest. But right now it's time to give some love to our sponsors. You're listening to Jeff Sauer here with Cameron Hatcher here on Jeff's live stream. We'll be back.
Your child ready for life? At Central Wisconsin Christian, we equip students not only with an exceptional education, but also with the spiritual foundation they need to navigate today's world with confidence and faith. Our graduates are prepared for life, academically, personally, and spiritually. Discover what makes Central Wisconsin Christian different. Call us at 920-324-4233 or visit us online at wearecwc.org. Central Wisconsin Christian, preparing students for life and eternity.
King Manufacturing. Since 1926, we have been known for our first-class building and canopies. Steel King canopies are a well-known and respected product. We design, fabricate, and contract installation for C-stores, fleets, entryways, restaurants, and more. Steel canopies serve a variety of purposes, including advertising or signage, control access, sheltering an entrance or loading area, support of lighting systems, and weather protection for people, equipment, or outdoor storage. King Manufacturing. From design to completion.
Hello, this is Jeff Sauer with Jeff's Livestream. We hope you're enjoying our broadcast. Our purpose, first and foremost, is to bring glory to God. Second is to draw attention to the student athletes, promote the great things they and their schools are doing, and promote the businesses and the people running them within our communities. Our mission is to create memories for student athletes, families, teams, and communities, as well as allowing for viewers to see their athletes or teams perform regardless of where the viewer is located. If you'd like to join us as a sponsor to help us fulfill our purpose and mission, feel free to give me a call at 920-345-2066 or email me at livestreamjeff@gmail.com. I'd love to talk to you.
WDS Construction is a national general contractor with headquarters in Beaver Dam, Wisconsin. But we are so much more. The holiday spirit has taken over the WDS corporate office. Our team has transformed the space into a festive wonderland with themes like Santa's Workshop and Christmas at the Zoo, along with other creative holiday decor throughout. From cheerful decorations to imaginative displays, every corner is filled with seasonal joy. WDS Construction wishes everyone a wonderful holiday season filled with warmth, joy, and plenty of festive fun.
PT Tire and Service is a family-owned business that invests in you and your family. From one family to another, safe travels and seamless automotive maintenance makes every trip a great trip. PT Tire and Service serving Central Wisconsin with excellence for over 20 years. Call 920-346-TIRE for all your automotive needs. PT Tire and Service Brandon. No job too big or too small. PT Tire and Service in Brandon does it all. Call today 920-346-TIRE.
We are Hooksha's Marketing Greenhouse, and we have been leading a greenhouse here in Fox Lake since 1981. Family owned and operated, we provide beautiful flower baskets and fruit and vegetables to residents of South Central Wisconsin. We know the importance of having a variety of flowers, fruits, and vegetables available to our customers throughout the year. Discover the finest selection of locally grown produce, including sweet corn, tomatoes, and cucumbers, along with a variety of fresh fruits. At Hooksha's Marketing Greenhouse, we believe in providing our customers with the freshest and highest quality produce. Come visit us and taste the difference.
Like, oh, well, the hand dryer would be nice and warm. Didn't work.
No, it did. Oh, the hand dryer didn't work?
Oh, yeah, it worked. It just wasn't warm.
Okay. Welcome back here to Jeff's live stream here. We were commenting just about how cold it can be in an ice rink. Let's give an update of how things are taking place here so far. We're 7:20-ish left here on the intermission. In the first period at 15:22, Chase Beam unassisted with the goal for the Waupun Warriors to put them up 1-0. At 6:15, the second goal scored by the Waupun Warriors was number 20, Hayden Reeder, with the assist to number 15, Jonas Buckles. Penalty by the Eagles in the first period. That was at 10:44, an elbowing call by Landon Freese, killed off by the Eagles special teams there. Waupun in the second period at 10:30, number 15, Jonas Buckles, called for a cross check at 10:30 on the clock. Hey, how are you? As soon as I go to a commercial, stick around if you have a chance, or are you going to home? Oh, well, thank you very much. Hang on. Andrea Brown here having a chance, one of our great friends here again, the sport of hockey brought us together. So I was just chatting with her. So my apologies for getting sidetracked there. At 8:39, number 5 for Sauk Prairie, a power play goal. There was not much time left, 9 seconds left in that penalty. But Brock Hill with the goal. The assist goes to number 17, Caleb Chetwood. And then Waupun has another penalty at 3:44 by number 7, Colton Postotnik with the trip. Corbin Domka in that period, 5 for 5s on saves for a two-period total of 14 out of 16. Blake Coker, 11 for 12, 18 for 19. So you can see there that definitely that the pace picked up by the Sauk Prairie Eagles on the attack. We're going to step aside here, and we'll get some more love to our sponsors here, and then we'll come back. You're listening to Jeff Sauer here on Jeff's live stream.
For 50 years and counting, Verhaeg's Furniture has been proudly serving Waupun the best furniture and mattresses at prices you can afford. And we're honored to be voted best of the best mattress store in the Fond du Lac area. Stop in and check out our mattress selections. We have all kinds from traditional spring to memory foam. It is our mission to help you get a great night of sleep night after night. Visit us at 806 West Main Street, Waupun, and experience quality, comfort, and service you can trust. Visit our website at www.verhaegsfurniture.com. Verhaeg's Furniture Mart. 50 years strong, quality you trust, and prices you'll love. Verhaeg Furniture.
We've always been a family that thinks about spend, save, give. It was refreshing to find a financial company that echoed that mentality.
With Thrivent, it's more than just about gaining financial confidence. It's about how you can use your resources to create change in your community. It's been a relationship that's created a whole exponential amount of good.
This is Jonathan Leonard, serving the area communities and supporting the local teams. Good luck this season.
God bless.
Angling Only Guide Service with Captain Jeremy Brenner.
Captain Jeremy Brenner here. We are the premier Lake Michigan salmon charter out of Sheboygan, Wisconsin. Each trip is 6 hours and includes fish cleaning. The cost is $400 per trip Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays, and only $340 on weekdays for up to 6 people. I personally guarantee you will catch fish. The season runs June through Labor Day. Contact me at anglingonlyfishing@gmail.com to book today, and check out my Facebook page, Captain Jeremy Brenner, Sheboygan Salmon.
Katie's Log Cabin is a great place to stop for lunch or dinner, grab one of the daily specials, or check out the full menu. Katie's Log Cabin specials include Tuesday is pizza, Wednesday is wings, Thursday is a rotating special, Friday and Saturday is fish fry, Saturday is also prime rib, and Sunday is a broasted chicken dinner. Not in the mood for a special? Katie's has you covered with full menu options, appetizers, salads, wraps, pizzas, and sandwiches. Katie's Log Cabin Restaurant in Oakfield. Life is better at the cabin. Sam's Well Drilling is a family-owned business with over 75 years in the water well drilling industry. We can help you with all of your well drilling needs. Our crews are experienced at finding the proper location, setting up the rigs and equipment in all types of circumstances, and drilling to the appropriate depth so that you have fresh, clean water. Sam's also drills wells for commercial and municipal projects. No project is too large or small for Sam's Well Drilling. We at Sam's are thankful to be involved in supplying the well water needs of people all over Wisconsin. Sam's Well Drilling, well worth it.
King Manufacturing. Since 1926, we have been known for our first-class buildings and canopies. Did you know we do all kinds of metalwork? We offer a variety of decor available for purchase from other businesses. Designs range from holiday decor to sports to hobbies. Finished items can be wall hangings, outdoor garden decor, coffee tables, and so much more. If you're looking for address plaques, property signage, or awards plaques, King can make them. These are highly customized and durable products with your own street number, name, or event. A variety of fonts are available, and we can add our automotive-grade paint in a custom color, suitable for indoor or outdoor uses. Pricing varies. Call Joe Barnes at King Manufacturing. From design to completion.
Whether you
Welcome back here to the Waupun Community Center. Still 1:40 left here on the second intermission. Sorry about the extended time that we weren't chatting here, but again, I had Andrea coming up here. We always are talking hockey. And Cameron can chime in and let you know that we were talking about getting some skills camps and stuff down here to continue to improve our youth and to improve our high school.
That's being an outsider coming in from North Carolina. See Waupun hockey stuff everywhere, and it's just awesome to see it in the community, how the community backs it. All the banners up here all the way across the arena. I mean, it's really cool to see a community get behind and really support at all levels a program like this. It's truly awesome.
Right. Starting them at 3 years old, they get them out here with their learn to skate. And Andrea she is the president of the Figure Skaters Association, but her son Nathan was also a part of of Caleb. They started skating together when Caleb moved here in 2006, and they skated together all the way. Even they were on the same juniors teams for a while. And last time that they actually just went different ways when they went to college. Otherwise, they had played together for almost 20 years, and that's a long time. But that is what happens here in Waupun, and we've talked about for years about letting her with her figure skaters. She is a certified USA figure skating coach, and she knows how to teach these kids to use their edges. So that's what part of our conversation was about, and then continuing just to grow the game here. But so not only is it the Waupun hockey, I just want you to know that figure skaters is also a strong program in Waupun that impacts. And you're right, Cameron, there's a lot of people walking around with a lot of Waupun hockey stuff, and almost every game we have pretty decent fan base. And I'm gonna say that happens in almost every sport that I see. I mean, I can't comment as much about Waupun basketball as much. I haven't seen the last several games, but I can say that CWC packed, Oakfield packed, Randolph packed, every place that we go, Laconia packed. Great community support for all of their athletic programs. So it's so fantastic to see the communities getting involved with their high school athletic programs. And again, that's not a surprise to me as much. Is he asking? I think the coach is asking for a little bit more time to let the ice set up, which I think that's fair. So one of the other there's the bad thing that happens when you have a lot of people in a facility. They generate heat. Ice does not like heat, so it takes a little bit longer to set up. And
makes sense. Checks out.
Yeah, but where else do you have to go on a Thursday night? football's not on anymore.
Right.
That's how playoff stuff is taking place, and there's no such thing as really as NBA basketball. It's like whatever you want to call it. I think it's fair. And right now what they're looking at where the water is at, that's the last pass that takes place too. So you got the Zamboni. But you can see that the banners moving a little bit there, so you can see that the air exchanger kicked in. And that'll get some air moving here, and that'll set up pretty quickly. A lot of the times the officials say, hey, it's the same for both teams, so let's go anyways. And eventually it will set up. There is a lot more water, though, in the crease over here. I will say that, and that's, again, I talked about that before. That's a little bit of a high spot, and we're always trying to dump more water there. Here we go. A third period that I'm expecting to have some absolutely amazing action here. Picked up by Colton Postotnik, trying to get it out of the zone. Jonas Buckles, that's going to be over to Reeder on the blind pass. Oh, couldn't pull the trigger. Broke a stick. Oh, man. Tried to rip the wrist shot. He put so much torque on it, it snapped. That's the bad thing about those fiberglass sticks. Yeah, you can generate so much more pace because they're lighter and they got more flex than the wood, but they also, they snap often. And at $150 plus, I know there's a lot more because Caleb's goalie sticks were costing us over $300 at times. You don't want to break a stick ever. Let's just double check here. Thank you again for a couple of people putting some stuff in the chat. We really appreciate that and some updates there. So thank you very much for Cole Fisher. What's up from California? Cole, I hope that you're not in the fire zone, and if you are, our prayers and thoughts are with you. So I'm glad to see that you're able to jump on here. And Nate Batzler, roll Wap. A couple of Waupun alum. Hippity hop, you're welcome. And again, you can see the updates. Lourdes 29, Oakfield 14 at halftime over on the girls' side. And Randolph Rockets up big, 53-11 against Montello in the second half. They needed it. Their program was really looking to have, they needed to have something rolling for them on the positive side. So good for Randolph. And what I wanted to make sure, though, we covered that game because it shows how we operate. We do not chase the big games. We had an opening with a team. We have 3 teams that can run. And I want to give a shout out to Jacob and Peyton, who are over there running that right now. And Randolph is one of our schools. Oakfield's one of our other schools that is over there. And we always will cover hockey. If there is a hockey game, that becomes one of our first priorities, especially Waupun hockey and Springs hockey. Yeah, the scores don't matter for us. It's about creating the memory. So even though the Montello girls are getting beat, they still are going to have a memory that's created and they get to see themselves play. Postotnik with a good hard hit up against the boards. Into the slot, taken away by the defense. Blowing an edge over there was number 13, Jacob Kerner. Down low. Played into the corner. We got our swivel on there as fast as we can. It just doesn't swing as fast of a puck. So anybody who says that you don't have to be an athlete to play hockey has never tried. Stand on a little slim quarter-inch wide piece of metal. Hayden Reeder beats Nolan Keith. Good job there by Henko to collapse and stop the attack. Rock Reeder picks it up into the corner for the Waupun Warriors. Just outside of the reach of Camden Flagner. Reeder. Cross-ice pass right into one of the Eagles. Into the slot. Just missing it was Chetwood. And kind of caught Blake by surprise. Blake was a little bit back, so the net was open. And boy, that was not a well-advised pass. The longer the pass on the ice, the easier it is for the other players to react, to go get it. Waupun trying to clear, they do, but I think that'll be an icing, and it is. We'll get a face-off coming back down to the other end. .33 here in the third period. 2-1. Face-off won by Sauk Prairie. Down behind Blake Coker. Comes back into the corner. Picked up by the Warriors, trying to clear it out. Cameron Krentz had it taken away by number 4, Lucas Rellinger. Drop down low. Headed to the bench to go change are the Warriors. Picked up there on the turnover to Hayden Reeder. Turns the corner. Schomber with a nice play there to stop his attack. Postotnik picked it up for the Warriors and turns it over to the Eagles. Chipping it in. So that was off of Connor Grant. Stepping up, and it looks like we got a penalty coming here. And I believe that's going to be called on Mr. Grant. Number 6 with the penalty at 12:43. I believe it was a rough. I didn't see it, so I'll have to pick it up.
I'm not a hockey guy, so I could not tell you what
Tell me what it was.
It looked like she put her sword in a sheath.
Okay.
Whatever that one means. I don't know.
Might have been a trip, or it could have been a hooking. So
it was definitely hooking.
There we go, hooking. See, you know what you're talking about. There it was, hooking right there. Cameron Hatcher becoming an announcer. Short-handed opportunity, Schomber. Good read by Blake Coker. Wow. Waupun Warriors were on the power play. Turned one over, almost gave up a shorty. That's going to be chipped in again by Payne, but this is why Blake has had to learn to play the puck, and it definitely helped out. Right here, coming out and got it cleared by the Waupun Warriors. Good read again there by Payne. They're trying to make too long of passes. They don't need to make those long stretch passes. That's been easy for the Eagles to pick off. Moves it into the zone. Now we'll see if they can get their power play set up. Chase Beam looks. He's going to circle all the way around. Comes to the slot. Shot in the back of the net. Too much stuff in front of Domka. Good work there by Chase Beam, working his way all the way around, and he gets the power play goal at 11:44. I believe that's going to be unassisted for Chase Beam, as he took it the whole time all the way around. Good shot there. Chase heading to the bench. Waupun Warriors back to a 2-goal lead.
Waupun's third goal at 5:16 in the third period. Power play goals. Scorer number 4, Chase Beam.
Unassisted for Chase Beam. 4 unassisted at 11:44 on the clock. And I know for you true hockey aficionados, I didn't get a chance to talk about that, but it's so much easier for those who are not. And I found out we usually have about a 50-50 spread. What a nice move here. Working his way all the way through the defense was number 6, Connor Grant. Puck comes squirting out in front of Blake Coker. He gets on top of it to get the whistle at 11:09. Again, that's just as much of an important play for the goalie as stopping it. Face-off down low. Picked up. Good play there. Comes back through the neutral zone. Jonas gets it over to Hayden Reeder. He tries to rip it. There's a couple of skates in the way and stops this shot by Hayden Reeder. You know, I talked about it earlier in the pregame. If you're going to stop the Warriors from scoring, you got to stop Hayden Reeder. Well, guess what? Chase Beam said, go ahead and go after Hayden. I'll step up for the team. So the defenseman does a nice job tonight. Picking up 2 unassisted goals. Right into the slot again. That time it's going to be taken away by the Eagles. Picked up by Hayden Reeder. Slams on the brakes, tries to make a couple of moves around and taken away by Brock Hill. Stepping up was Dylan Pribino and has it. Good job there by Derek Pribino. Penalty coming here, I believe, on Sauk Prairie, and it is. And it looks like it's going to be on number 4. After just giving up a power play goal. We'll see what the sign is here. We'll ask Coach Cameron Hatcher what it is. Cross check. Usually it's like this.
Okay.
Cross check. At 10:01 goes to number 4, Lucas Rellinger. Trying to make sure that nobody is standing in front of his goalie.
Sauk Prairie penalty number 4, Lucas Rellinger, 2 minutes, cross-checking.
Somebody must have encroached a little bit here. Won by the Warriors. Good job there by Brock Reeder to win it, but then pulls it back a little bit too far. Camden Flagner changes directions, coming through the center of the ice. Moving it up. Drops it to Hunter Fromholtz. The second power play unit is out there for the Warriors. Up 3-1. That's going to be ripped all the way down. Going after it is number 10, Gunnar Knockreiner. It's picked up by the Warriors. Skating with it. Oh, before they even got to the blue line, trying to hit a slap shot was Brock Reeder. That's going to be ripped all the way back down. Forwards are all going to go for a change. That gives Hayden Reeder an opportunity to skate with it while his teammates hit the ice. Here they do. They spread the ice for him, and the defense collapses. Reeder looks, drops it back down into the corner over to Jonas Buckles. Buckles gets pinned over there by Nolan Keith. Trying to come out to Hayden Reeder. It does. He makes a couple of moves, looks, shot. Chase Beam was there. Puck was loose. Couldn't quite get a hold of it. Trying to take away the eyes of the goalie again. Chase Beam, a big guy, and that's going to be cleared. Chase doing exactly what he's supposed to do. And a good kill here for the Eagles. Right on the stick. That was a long stretch pass to get it over to Jonas Buckles. Drops it down low. Trying to get there on the forecheck to hold the puck in the zone. Reeder out to his defense. Working it around. Tried to get it back inside. Ricochets over to Hayden Reeder. 5 seconds remain here on the power play. Shot into the slot. Almost getting the stick on it was Dylan Pribino. And couldn't quite pull it off. Still held under the zone. Jonas Buckles still down low. Picking it up. Got a penalty coming here, I think, for the Warriors. I think they're going to send Chase Beam is going to get called for the penalty. I didn't see really what it was. We'll have to see what the call is at 7:42. Head contact. That's, Chase is such a big person. He's tall and he's strong. And it's not an intentional thing, it just happens just because of how tall he is compared to a lot of the players, especially watching some of the players around him right now. I mean, they're a lot shorter. We'll see what happens, though. Boy, that looked like a hold right there. Are they going to call it? I believe so. That'll get things equalized right here. Penalty on number 7, holding. Boy, I could see that, and I know he's not happy. But Landon Freese at 7:35. So only 7 seconds tick off. We're going to skate some 4-on-4. I could see it. Camden Flagner had that puck, and he was flying, and he was trying to get past, and he couldn't because grabbed a hold of him. I'm pretty sure that was Flagner. Maybe it was Jonas, but I think it was Flagner. Coach is over there asking why. I thought it was a good call. I definitely saw it. So she could see it from behind. I thought it was a great call. Now, in the same way, if I saw what I thought was a bad call, I would say it. But it's also, I'm not on the ice. Coaches are a little bit lower and can see it. And that'll be an icing because we are even strength. 4-on-4. I like to see 4-on-4. I actually like when you go to an overtime criteria of 3-on-3. Opens up the ice so much more. You get to see so much more skill. As we were talking with Andrea about see the skating skill. Number 8, Josh Mast, trying to get it out for the Eagles. Does not. They're almost playing it like they're on a penalty kill here instead of playing 4-on-4. They should be marking man right now. Chipped out. Picked up by Nolan Keith. He banks it off of the board into the neutral zone. Good read, stepping up and taking it into the zone. Tried to center it. Was number 13, Jacob Kerner. Dylan Pribino came on the ice for Kerner. It's going to go down into the zone this time for the Eagles, taken away. In the center of the ice. Josh Mast looking. Good cross-ice pass right on the stick of Gunnar Knockreiner. Reiner, and offsides is going to be the call on number 9, Quinn Payne. He doesn't agree with it, but we'll see if, oh yeah. Good stride over. So he pulled up the instant replay just in enough time. Thanks again to the 70 computers who are logged in. Hope you're enjoying our broadcast here. We love bringing it to you. Down into the corner. It's going to be picked up over there by Brock Hill. Right on the stick of Ricard.
19 just exited the game. Looked like tell me an injury or what it was.
Oh,
he headed
went right to the locker room.
Quick. I couldn't tell. I don't think he went back to the locker room, but he headed to the bench pretty quickly.
That's what you would like to see, but I'm hoping it wasn't an injury. Waupun penalty killed off. And we're back at full strength. So about 7 seconds of a power play for the Warriors. That's kind of going to hurt their numbers because obviously they couldn't get anything set up. Good hustle play there by Jonas Buckles coming off of the board. Good job there staying hard on the skates. Turned away by Domka. That'll be picked up by Quinn Payne. Tries to turn the corner. Chase Beam right there with a long stick, strong edges. And I think that's Dylan Pribino came right back out on the ice. He may have had a broken stick too that he ended up went over there and got a change of it as well. That's possible. Trying to get it out of their zone. Jonas through the neutral zone. Shot away from, goes in there and tries to get there with speed with a forecheck. Turned over to Beam. Good flash of the leather there by number 1, Corbin Domka. Reaching out. 4:31, the Waupun Warriors are up. Now is the time where you need to start telling me we go on the ice. If the Waupun Warriors win, we're going to interview some players. I need your input about who you'd like to see. I've already voted. Chase Beam is getting my vote here tonight. That's 1 player. We'll take up to 3, so you got to tell me in the chat. Blake Coker fights that one off. Chase Beam swings it to his defensive partner. They look to break it out. Chipped into the bench at 4:10 here left in the third period. So looking to know who you think I should interview. Who are your players of the game? Who would you like to hear from? That's part of the other thing as well. I like to double check and see. We'll have a face-off down here by Blake Coker to his blocker side of the regular-handed goalie. Right into the slot, and that's going to be finished. Knockreiner stood right exactly where he needed to be. Did not get any help by the defense for Blake Coker. And a great feed coming out of that corner. I couldn't see who that was. What nice work there by Sauk Prairie. And it's back to a one-goal game. I mentioned it before. Gunnar Knockreiner is going to have the goal at 4:04 here in the third period. The most dangerous lead is that two-goal lead, even strength goal.
56, score by number 10, Gunnar Knockreiner. Assistant number 7, Landon Freese.
Landon Freese with the assist. So Knockreiner from Freese at 4:04 on the clock, even strength goal, and it's now 3-2. 3:54. It's going to probably start to get a little chippy. That's what usually happens here. When you start to get into this time zone, they have numbers 2-on-1, standing in the way and raising it, and had a wide open net and missing it was Rickard. Wow. As Chase Beam laid out a great saucer pass over there, over the top of Beam, and a good job there by Blake Coker to stop and get that in the blocker or into his trapper. Wow. We almost had a tie game there. We should have had a tie game. That was such great work. .330 numbers there by Sauk Prairie into the slot. Almost got the tip. That goes underneath the stick. Here comes Hayden Reeder. He'll pick it up. One on Krassing. Oh, just getting the glove on it was Dumka. Another one with the glove. Puck was out there, couldn't control it. Oh, wide open is Freese. Here comes a breakaway. Freese makes the move, but couldn't pull it back in. He had Coker beat. But he got too close, and you're going to think I didn't. What a slot there, and a great reaction once again. Blake Coker sliding over. Wow. Have the Eagles come to life here on the offensive side. Great puck movement. And that was one-timed exactly as you needed to there by Brock Hill. But Blake Coker, we saw him do this on Tuesday as well, making some incredible reads and getting there in time to stop the shot. 2:45, Waupun with it in the neutral zone. Oh, taking a hard shot is Hunter Fromholtz. I hope he's okay. Reffed out front, and a nice move there. Camden Flagner is going to finish for the Waupun Warriors and get this lead back out to 2. Fromholtz got up. We didn't get a chance to see how that puck got to him. Finished there by Flagner. Nice job, Camden Flagner at 2:33. Even strength goal, back to a 2-goal lead. Wow. Waupun. Unassisted as it ricocheted off some skates. That's going to go off the side of the net there by Jonas Buckles. Hey, I need to check in the chat here. Who are we going to talk to? I got down here to 2 minutes. Maybe John Steinmetz, possibly. Gavin, yeah, I'm sorry, Gavin. I don't interview usually the opposing players, but that's a good attempt right there. Let go Waupun, class of 07. Chris Getzo, thank you for putting that in there. Class of 07. Love that. I remember being there for that. Mary Durant chiming in, yes, Waupun. I think it's not a bad idea maybe for Derek Primino, but I think right after that goal right there, I don't think I've spoken to Camden Flagner, so I think we'll have a conversation maybe with him. Chase Beam. Not that I'm disregarding what you've got in there, because I do want your opinion, so keep putting it in there. Good active stick there by Cameron Krentz, coming down to 120. So I'm going to be heading down to the ice with about a minute left, so I need for you to be talking to me right now about who we should be having a conversation with. Just got to double check and test my portable mics. 1 minute left in the period. You'll have to control my volume on number 3 when I get to the interview part, okay? Thank you very much. We're going to start to head down to the ice. Who else do I got? 30 seconds. Goal scored. Is that Hayden Reeder? Yeah, sorry about that. I was looking away. Kind of looks like it might have been, or it might have been Colton Postotnik. I think it was Hayden Reeder for his second goal. And we could talk to him all the time. Yeah, I just had a conversation. Chris, thanks for asking, but I talked to Blake the last time, and I talked to Hayden as well. So I think we'll just go with 2.
Number 20, Hayden Reeder. 6 to 15, Jonas Buckles at 4, Chase Beam. Reeder for Buckles will be at 16 play.
So that last goal was scored by Hayden Reeder with the assist to Chase Beam. Secondary going to Jonas Buckles. So I think we'll have a conversation tonight with
8 total points to Andre Coker. 8 total points.
8 for each of the goalies there. I think we'll have a conversation. Jonas Buckles with 2 points tonight. Chase Beam with 3 points tonight. And Hayden Reeder with, Camden Flagner will get with his first goal. Do you remember how to run the ads up there? Why don't you go ahead and run an ad, a set of ads with the live.
Shine of summer with boating, jet skiing, UTV riding, mowing lawn, gardening, or camping. Enjoy the leaves falling in autumn. Getting to that perfect nature walk or hunting, or enjoying the Wisconsin snowfall hiking, four-wheeling, snowmobiling, traveling across the state, or just driving up and down your driveway, call PT Tire and Service for all your automotive and recreational needs. Call 920-346 Tire.
Born from a single retail project, WDS Construction has evolved into a nationwide general contractor and construction management company. But we're so much more than that. Retail is changing, and it's changing fast. No matter where you are, what you do, or how you sell products to your customers, we're with you every step of the way to lay the groundwork for whatever lies ahead. Building trust through results, and our commitment to provide a customer-driven experience without question. With 4 generations at the foundation of WDS, We've built a reliable client base and a passionate team to bring big-time experience, commitment, and satisfaction to your next project. Because we are built to build better.
Welcome back here to the Waupun Community Center. Joining me now here for the player interviews is Jonas Buckles. Jonas, what a great night tonight. I was very impressed with how much you were flying around out there and ended up getting 2 assists. So just talk a little bit about how you think the offense was working tonight.
Our offense was pretty good tonight. Our defense was a little shaky at points. I feel like we played okay in the first period. Second period, we came out a little flat and didn't do as well. Third period, I feel like we came out flying. Offense was buzzing. Defense, we still gave up a few.
Talk to me a little bit about the special teams out there. I know that coach is trying to work a little bit more with the power play. You guys were able to execute 1 for 4, but it didn't seem like you had as many chances as you possibly could.
Yeah, we've been having a struggle getting in the zone, but I feel like once we get into the zone, we have a pretty good power play. Getting it set up is our issue. I feel like once we get that down, we'll be a pretty good power play team.
Well, congratulations on a great victory today, Jonas, and thanks for joining me here on the postgame show.
Thank you.
All right. Congratulations, Jonas Buckles. Mr. Flagner.
Yep.
Hey, congratulations on a nice goal tonight. Just
Thank
talk
you.
me through how that came out to you and how you were able to finish that.
Yeah, you know, I was just there supporting my teammates, and they did all the work. I just had to put a move on the goalie and put it in the net.
And you did. That was an awesome move. We've been very impressed watching you out there flying around. So just talk a little bit about your mindset out here when you're trying to get your offense rolling.
Yeah, we struggled at the start of the season. Bunch of new guys out here and playing varsity, but you know, we're starting to figure it out. We're starting to figure out our forecheck a little bit better, not getting too many guys down low, and I'm just always trying to support up high.
You're doing a nice job out there, and it's fun to watch you out there. So talk to me about that, the experience that you're gaining through the season.
Yeah, it's a lot more time on the ice this year compared to last year, and every single game I'm noticing little things about myself. I'm feeling a lot more confident every single game.
Well, I have to tell you, I enjoyed watching you out there. So
Thanks, Jeff.
Congratulations, Camden, on a great goal tonight.
Yep,
Thanks
you.
for joining me here on the postgame show.
Thanks
It's number
for having
16, Camden Flagner. Mr. Beam.
How's it going?
You got to hold the microphone by you. There you go. Now you can say, how's it going?
How's it
going? This is the first time you really got some offense rolling from your defensive position. Not that you haven't tried before, but just talk to me about your mindset as you're trying to attack the net.
Well, you know, just these past few games, like myself, I want to get like more involved in the offense. So like, I knew it would have to come along with me trying to skate the puck up a little more, and like, if the opportunity is there, make a stretch pass like I did on the assist for I think it was the 5th goal.
Yep.
To get that stretch pass and open up some guys.
Yeah, and you have done that as well. I mean, you've done a great job of even just moving the puck and getting it in to your players. So just talk a little bit about what you're thinking about as soon as you get that puck on your stick.
I'm thinking about what's the best play I can make. You know, I just want to do what's best for the team, and like if I have the opportunity to go skate, I know I can trust myself to take the puck into the offensive zone, and if I need to, I can move it around or take a shot.
Yeah, talk about the accuracy of your shot. I'm really impressed with your wrist shot. You do a great job of just being able to find spots. So just talk about, again, where's that come from? All the time on the ice?
Well, just in practice, like I try picking like corners as much as I can and like try getting it as close to the post as possible because those are the hardest ones for the goalies to save. So that's just where I am every time, and sometimes I miss the net, but when it hits the net, it's nice.
And you did a nice job tonight when I was watching you on the power play as well, down there battling down low. Coach talks about trying to take the eyes of the goalie away. Just talk a little bit about that.
Well, I know I got a lot bigger frame than most guys out there, so I like to try to get in front of the net as much as possible and like let the guys outside shoot and me get a tip or use my size to win a puck battle in front and try to smack it in.
Chase, you do a fantastic job. Great job on the interview here tonight. So congratulations on the big victory here, Chase.
Thank you.
Thanks for joining me here on the postgame show. That was Waupun Warriors, Chase Beam. Coach.
Hey, how we doing?
I'm doing well. How are you doing?
I'm doing okay. It was an interesting third period, a little back and forth action, a little tighter than we wanted it to get, but at the end of the day, they did enough to get the win.
You got a great start in the first period this time. You got a 2-goal lead at the end of the first period. So just talk about the start that you got today.
Yeah, I was really happy with the jump that we came out with. It was a good first period, I thought. Now it's just figuring out how to string 3 of them together, because I thought our second period was not our best period. But you know, you're going to see adversity. So the guys did a good job of responding to that and never giving up, and that was the big conversation at the end. We got to make sure we got bodies coming back, clearing pucks out, and I think we did a good job of that towards the end of the game, and it kind of was what made some of those big plays that led to some goals.
Yeah, I was very impressed with the response that you guys had. Every time that they closed it within 1 goal, the Warriors responded. So just talk about again a little bit about that mindset of what was the conversation on the bench.
Yeah, I think it's just the everyday of not giving up and continually preaching to try and win every single battle. And if you don't win, then it's on to the next one, and we're going to win the next one. So that's just every day at practice, win your battles. On the face-off, win your battles all the time, just trying to win your battles. And the guys do a good job, and, you know, it's trying to build a culture of that mindset all the time and just having mental discipline. And I thought our goalie did a great job of staying up, too, and he made some huge saves, and he came away with a win for us tonight for sure.
And I talk about this all the time. We could interview Blake Coker every game. He's solid. We could interview Hayden Reeder every game.
Yeah.
Part of my thing is I want to make sure that I get more people involved, but yeah,
Sure.
it's not taking anything away from what
absolutely.
they have done on the ice. They're fantastic. So you've got some great, solid senior leadership here. You're going to need it now. You've got a long stretch here with a lot of games in a row. Just talk about how you can prepare the boys for this.
Yeah, so tomorrow's definitely going to be a test. We got a long road trip, and then we play another strong team, another one Division I team, where it's going to be a battle much like tonight. So, you know, it's just going back to it. Every battle, every shift, you know, you got to try and win it. And if we can continue to build that mindset, I like our chances towards the end of the year.
You're going to come back here, I believe, and you'll face at Fox Cities. You face here on Tuesday?
I think Fox Cities is there.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure that's a road game.
Okay.
But yeah, Fox Cities is our Tuesday game. And then we have McFarland here. And that's a big, obviously, sectional playoff seeding game. And then we have the Pink Out the Rink on the 18th. That's also a pretty big game because Wapaka this season is also in our sectional. So,
okay.
Yep. So those are both big games, big contests. And it's a good test for the guys to figure out where we kind of fall.
Yeah, and I was thinking about the McFarland game. That's the one I misplayed there. But yes, exactly. So we talked about this before in the pregame interview. You got a long stretch here, but let's go savor this huge victory here tonight over Sauk Prairie.
That's right, one at a time. So this one feels good, and now we got to get ready for tomorrow.
Coach, thank you very much for joining me on the post-game show here. I love having conversations with you. It's awesome going back and forth with you, so thank you.
Appreciate it.
All
Thanks,
right,
Jeff.
Congratulations on the victory. Kick me to some
of El Dorado. Join one of our adult or kids leagues or bowl in our monthly Friday night tournament. Or get a group together for a family or corporate bowling function. We are more than just bowling. A great spot to bring your family for a meal. Awesome homemade pizzas and soups, as well as appetizers, wraps, and sandwiches. Daily food specials. Fish Fry Friday. Open daily at 11 with the kitchen open late. Ask about us catering your next function. We are home to Laconia Bowling and proud supporter of the Laconia Spartans and all student athletes.
For 50 years and counting, Verhaeg's Furniture has been proudly serving Waupun the best furniture and mattresses at prices you can afford. And we're honored to be voted Best of the Best Mattress Store and runner-up for Best Furniture Store in the Fond du Lac area. Whether you're looking to update your living room, find the perfect mattresses, or treat yourself in one of our relaxing massage chairs, we've got it all to take care of you. Visit us at 806 West Main Street, Waupun, and experience quality, comfort, and service you can trust. Visit our website at www.verhaegsfurniture.com. Don't forget to like us and follow us on Facebook and Instagram to stay updated on our latest arrivals, events, and deals. Verhaeg's Furniture Mart, 50 years strong, quality you trust, prices you'll love.
Looking for something special in your child's education? The choices you make for your child today will impact their future forever. At CWC, we provide a Christ-centered education that shapes students academically, spiritually, and personally. From our exceptional elementary and middle schools to the academic rigor of life-enriching programs of our high school, CWC offers a place for students to grow and thrive. Our approach integrates faith into every subject, helping your child see the world through God's eyes. To learn more or schedule a visit, go to wearecwc.org.
Welcome back here to the Blake Kolker was 26 out of 28 on the saves, and also for 8 on the saves, and also for Corbin Domka, I believe he also was 26 for 31 on the saves. So the Waupun Warriors were really strong offensively tonight. Still have a little bit of room to work on their special teams, but was very impressed with exactly what they were doing as part of this contest tonight. Let's see what we got here in the chat. Thanks for the post-game show. It is thank you, Mary. That's what I love about doing it. And yep, Mr. Hop, I'm not gonna disagree with you. You heard me talk about I could always interview Blake and I could always interview Hayden, but I thought the boys did a nice job, and I hope that if you think that I should ask them some other questions, please let me know. But I'd like to put them on the spot to work on their communication skills, and they always impress me. Again, once an educator, always an educator, trying to help these kids learn and help them be successful afterwards. Again, I want to thank everybody for following along with the broadcast. We really appreciate it. I can't thank you enough. I want to give a quick prayer of thanks. So Heavenly Father, thank you that there was no injuries that took place tonight. It's very easy in these physical types of contests for some injuries to take place. So thank you again for protecting all of our student athletes and making sure that they were safe. I want to thank you for this wonderful opportunity that I've had to bring this continuing live streaming for this community and for the kids and for the school and for the Waupun program. Thank you to Cameron Hatcher also for helping me out run the camera once again. Amazing work here. I hope you've enjoyed our broadcast. Take care. God bless. Thank you to all of my sponsors. Again, you can see them popping up here. Oh, I got to do this one more time, Noah. I want you to see what we've got on the schedule yet for this week. Tomorrow, we're going to be covering the Springs versus Laconia boys basketball game at Laconia. On Saturday, we're going to be covering USM versus Springs hockey. Sunday, I do broadcasting of the youth tournament here. So that's my way to give back to the Youth Association. We've got the Squirt A and B tournament here. So I like to give a recording with a broadcast to all of the teams as they come here. Next week, Monday, we're going to be back at Laconia as West De Pere will be taking on the Laconia girls. And then we're also at Oakfield as Living Word will be taking on Oakfield. And then on Tuesday, Cambria Friesland versus CWC. And then the big Sturgeon Cup, Fond du Lac versus Springs next Tuesday as well. And I believe I will be here then on Thursday for the McFarland game. Thanks again for joining us here. I hope you've appreciated the time that we spent together, because I definitely have, so thank you. Take care. God bless. Can't wait to see you at a rink or a diamond or a court near us. Jeff Sauer for Jeff's live stream. Take care. Thank you for watching our broadcast. A shout out to our sponsors. This is Jeff Sauer. I hope you enjoyed our broadcast. Until next time, may God bless you today and every day.